USA. Let's hand over to the stadium announcer to present the athletes and the referees for this crucial bronze medal match.
Their opponents, Pan American champions 2019 and world champions from 2018, United States of America, Kelly Hurley, Catherine Holmes, Anna Van Brummen, and Courtney Hurley. The referees, Eyad Mathieu, Jordan, and Olivier Bastins, Belgium. Good luck for the teams and referees. You can now start the match.
Well, there we go. I had Lagaré of Jordan and Olivier Bastins of Belgium will take on the refereeing duties as we turn ourselves to the team huddle here. USA lining up with Kelly Hurley, Kat Holmes, Anna Van Brummen, and it's Courtney Hurley in reserve. China have Ling Sheng, Zhu Mingyi, and Sun Yiwen in their lineup with Zhu Anqi in reserve. We came into this tournament with the top 4 in the Olympic rankings, the current Olympic rankings, a moving target as the athletes score points between now and April. Top 4 were China, Russia, Poland and the USA. Well, China and the USA lost their semi-final matches to Russia and Poland. So the top 4, at least the names, are going to stay the same. But the USA will definitely want to get the bragging rights here. Currently sitting in 4th spot in that Olympic rankings. If you're in the top 4, you go automatically to the Olympic Games come April. We're underway for the bronze medal match between China and the USA. Sun Yiwen on the left, Anna Van Brummen on the right. She's been fencing really well all day today. And neither team seems to want to hang about. Sun Yiwen doing the pressing. But Van Brummen very good in defence with her counter-attack. Sun Yiwen trying to launch a surprise attack there. Bouncing in and out. Trying to keep Van Brummen on her toes. But Van Brummen very sharp. Both pommelers, so kind of cancelling each other out. And the ducking counter this time produces a single light for the American. The points as they stood coming into this tournament in terms of that Olympic ranking. I'm not talking about world ranking here. China are number 2 team in the world. USA number 4 in terms of the world ranking. But the crucial points for Olympic qualification saw China coming in with 216 points. This tournament, they are top of the Olympic qualifying list, and the United States in 4th on 180. So these crucial points, they're not necessarily looking at each other here, they're looking Certainly the USA looking over their shoulders at who may be chasing them. Points here, 40 for third, 36 if you lose this bronze medal match. And here comes a P yellow after a long period of the athletes going after each other, predominantly pushed by Sunitz herself. Because she's trailing, she gets the first non-combativity yellow card. And another ducking counter. It's a good leg for the USA. They lead by 1. And China have a team P yellow, a team non-combativity yellow. So on comes Lin Sheng for China on the left and Kat Holmes for the USA on the right. And it's going to be down to Lin to force things here. I fancy that Kat Holmes won't be taking any unnecessary risks. Well, there you go. As we're getting close to 1 minute without a hit, Lin is forced into action to avoid a P red card. Onus on the Chinese team to do something here to close the gap up. Kat Holmes has got to stay patient and concentrated, but she doesn't need to take any risks at all. Lin pressing, but Kat Holmes doing enough. Still got a metre to go before falling off the back of the piste. And another counter under the hand. This is really good concentration and focus from the American. Holmes now pressing and holding the line with under a metre to go until the back line. Lin getting close, but not doing anything at the moment. Fearful of what might happen, gets a double. Solid performance from Catherine Holmes here. She's opened up the lead. So Lin still gently pressing. The question is, does she take a risk and potentially widen the gap for the USA? goes for another one, and it is Catherine Holmes who scores another hit. Van Brummen set the tone with this defensive counter-attacking fencing, and Cat Holmes has followed suit. Crucially, they had the lead after the first leg, and Cat Holmes is quite happy to just sit back and let Lynn come on to her, but it looks like Lynn has said enough's enough, I'm not going to give you any more hits, so outscores her opponent 4 points to 1, and the USA have a 4-point lead here. Up next, Zhu Mingyi will come on for China, and Kelly Hurley is on for the USA. There's a great deal of camaraderie between these American teammates. Focused but relaxed. Pressure on China now to try and close the gap up here. Zhu Mingyi and her teammate Sun picked up bronze medals yesterday. USA, by their high standards, struggled a little bit. The Hurley sisters, Kelly and Courtney, both making it into the 32. Those were the best results for the USA in the individual. Come together as a unit here in the team event and fighting it off for bronze. Well, if you start your attack in epee with your arm back and you advance towards your opponent, you are gifting them points. Let's not forget, China are the reigning world championships. Champions. They won in Budapest, beating Russia in the final. Well, this tactic is proving the undoing of China. But it's that crucial lead that Van Brummen got in the first leg that has given Holmes and now Hurley the opportunity to continue playing that game. Little flat-footed that time. the American, so Zhu closes the gap, but it is still at 6, which is where it was at the start of this match. No net gain or loss for either team. There was a bit of a cheer from the crowd, the American supporters, but Kelly Hurley, ever the sporting in her behaviour on the piste, acknowledging to the referee that she hit the outside of the piste and the floor and not her opponent. So time runs out. The Pan-American champion in Kelly Hurley has outscored the Asian champion, Zhu Mingyi. 5 points to 3. So there is going to need to be a rally here from the Chinese team. On comes Lin. And she'll go up against Courtney Hurley, I think that is. Courtney Hurley's come on for the USA. So the second of the Hurley sisters in the mix here. That looks to me to be a premeditated tactical decision from the American coach. Well, this is the job that Lynn needs to do. She's got 4 to Courtney Hurley's 3, so has gained a point, closed the deficit. She's going to continue going for the final minute of this 4th period. And there's another one back. Attacking from just a little bit too far out there. So Hurley now looking to try and close the match out by getting to the target score of 20. And she does it again. Another attack from a little bit too far away from Lynn. And the patience ran out in the end. She did score 6 points though. So comes away with a -2 indicator after 2 fights, which means she's given away 2 of China's deficit. So sister Kelly Hurley comes on. Focused and ready, and is going up against Sun Yuen. Bronze medalist from the Olympic Games, Sun. Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. So Sun now with a few seconds to go before non-combativity is called, has to pressing from just a little bit too far out again, and the Americans open up the lead again. Well, this is a really good containment job from Kelly Hurley. She is pressing and she's keeping Sun from pushing her too far back, but she's not taking any risks and keeping that point like a laser on the target. And as Sun steps forward, she hits the outside of the piste. Piste itself is earthed, but there is a lip on the podium. Same there from Kelly Hurley, hitting on the outside of the piste as she goes down for a low line parry. And now the referee asks them to come back to the middle to try and sort of mitigate that from happening that side of the piste, and they all get tangled up with each other there, but no lights on the box. China with a little bit of a hill to climb here. They need to start closing the gap up. They did it in the last leg by 1 point. Here though, just 1 point each in this fight so far. And it looks like Kelly Hurley's just slipped off the back of the 14-metre piste, which means that Sun Yuen does claim a point. ducking counter from Sun. She saw that one coming, reacted very quickly. So the two fencers say enough's enough. 3 points for Sun Yuen to 1 for Kelly Hurley. Sun moves on to a positive 1 indicator, outscoring her 2 opponents by a single point. Kelly Hurley is on a 0 indicator, so she's scored as many as she's given away. As Zhu Minyi comes on for China against Catherine Holmes of the USA. Leg 6. Target score of 30 is possible, but I think that Zhu will have been given the instruction to just try and peg back another couple of points in this leg. Just close the gap up is the job, not to try and take the lead. So a halfway point, and Zhu's not been able to close the gap up. Another good performance from Catherine Holmes. Outscored Lin by 3 points in the second leg. Here, leading by a single point in this match. Well, there's another one as Zhu tries to close things up. She's played into Kat Holmes's territory there. Another good fight from Catherine Holmes, scoring 5 points to 3. So another gain, net gain of 2 for her. She moves on to a +5 indicator. She moves on to a -4 indicator. So Kelly Hurley back on for the USA on the right. And Lin back on for China. Hit not given there because it was after Lin had gone past. You see her going past here and then hitting from behind. That's not allowed. Referee just going to have a look at the video just to confirm that. Olivier Baskins in the driving seat for this leg. Well, no hits scored. A minute's gone. We've had a minute and 20 seconds go by without non-combativity being called. Well, there's all sorts going on here. The USA are saying you ran that a minute and 20 seconds without giving a call for non-combativity. Hughes Aubry, the Chinese coach, the French man who's coaching China, is complaining about a turning of the shoulder from Kelly Hurley. The tensions are high. Again, defense working for the USA. the containment game working again for the USA here. Kelly Hurley scored 3 points to 1 in this leg, opening the gap further. And that winds up in for a double there. Parry across the body, dropping her opponent's weapon to the floor. But Lynn able to recover the double. And again, another parry riposte, and the remise is in time to score a double. That's now 5 for Hurley in this leg. And that's where it will finish. So Kelly Hurley finishing her 3 legs with a positive 3 indicator. She has done a job for the USA. Lynn finishes with a -3 indicator. So not an ideal performance from her. And Chinese team have brought on the reserve, Zhu Anqi, for her first appearance going up against Courtney Hurley. So the two subs face each other, but Courtney Hurley has already had 1 appearance in this bronze medal match. So the penultimate leg here, and the sub for China has a job to do. It's a good start. Avoids non-combativity with some seconds to spare. Hurley can afford to play the doubles game here. Not too far away from the target score at the moment for things to be too risky. Wow, this pressing game from the Americans has worked a blinder. They're not pushing their opponents back, but they're keeping them active as China press on and try and close the gap up. That was a nice hit from Courtney Hurley, taking the blade down into octave as she was retreating and then hitting her opponent on the shoulder. Well, are they going to leave this all up to Sun Yiwen, the anchor, the Chinese? I'd fancy Sun would want Zhu to take this one on a little bit with less than a minute to go. Well, it does look like Zhu is going to press this one a little bit more in an effort to try and close the gap up. And the response from Hurley is to perhaps risk a double, kill a bit more time. And this time launching an attack to get a single light. Fancy that'll be the last of her risks in this one. So outscores her opponent 6 points to 5. So Courtney Hurley finishing on a 0 indicator. And that was Zhu's only outing, coming on as a sub for the penultimate leg. Finishing by giving away a point. Sun Yiwen has a mountain to climb here. 8 points up against Kat Holmes, who has been the star player for this American team. Well, we need to see a little bit more intensity from Sun here. 2 minutes to go to put China back into this. Trailing by 8, but you can see that activity from Kat Holmes going backwards is what's stopping Sun from launching anything. She needs to get into distance before she starts her attack. Now, she's done the first job. She's got Holmes pinned to the back line. She just keeps giving her a little bit of extra distance. Holmes patient, concentrated, focused, as she has been throughout this bronze medal match, and waiting for Sun to start her attack before avoiding the blade and the arm and going to body to get a double. And again, Holmes able to play the doubles game here. She wants Sun to come on to her. She wants to force her into making an action. And she's just focused on getting that arm out and playing the doubles game, which you can do in épée when you have the lead. Just too far away that time. Tries the first action over the top, and then the momentum, I think, carries her into the final step lunge attack. The Americans set their stall out from the first leg, with Anna van Brummen opening up a 1 point lead, and from then on they asked China to come and try and close it, and their defence has been superb. There's one for Sun and China, but it's just not going to be enough. She left it too late to just come off the on-guard lines at the beginning to close this up. 7-point deficit. Came in with an 8-point deficit, closed it by 1, but already used 2.5 minutes of the 3 in this period. And that perhaps is an indication as to why Sun's not come out of the blocks too early. If she does launch off the line, Kat Holmes is ready for her. And it looks like China have conceded here. The USA take the bronze medal here in Tallinn, the 50th Glaive de Tallinn tournament. And the Americans are the bronze medalists. It was a strong performance right from the start. They came in with a game plan, executed it perfectly, and China just couldn't find their way back into the match. The USA are the bronze medalists at the first World Cup of Fencing's international season.